We all know that going without food causes malnutrition, but people who eat plenty can also suffer from it and become very sick. Just ask Mira Calton.
When I was 30, I was diagnosed with advanced osteoporosis, which means I had the bone density of an 80-year-old, which was quite a shock to the physicians at that time. They had no idea what had happened. And all they told me was that I was going to be on prescription medications for the rest of my life. It wasn't going to get any better, and that was going to be my new existence.
Mira didn't want drugs and searched for a natural treatment.
So I'm going to try taking calcium. Maybe that'll work. And then I started studying calcium, and that led to magnesium. And magnesium research led to vitamin D and boron and K. And all of a sudden I realized that at the heart of what had happened to me was a really big micronutrient deficiency, or a deficiency in these vitamins and minerals that my bones were just starving for.
After 2 years of the right vitamins and minerals, her osteoporosis disappeared. Now she and her husband want to spread the news about the dangers of micronutrient deficiency.
For me, it was osteoporosis, but it's also things like cancer. It has to do with your high blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, your metabolism, whether or not you sleep well. It has to do with everything, diabetes. And it also has to do a lot with obesity.
So this is why we say that micronutrient deficiency is the most widespread and dangerous health condition of the 21st century, because we're all walking around with these deficiencies and we have no idea that this is even a problem.
According to government statistics, this affects 90% of Americans, which means nearly all of us lack at least one critical vitamin or mineral necessary for good health. Topping the list, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and vitamins A, D, and E. Processed food is the major culprit because it's stripped of nutrients. In their book, Naked Calories, the Caltons say 1/4 of the food we eat contains zero nutritional value. Some foods actually take away micronutrients. For instance, the phosphoric acid in carbonated drinks interferes with your body's ability to absorb calcium.
There's a war going on right now with Americans and food manufacturers, and the problem is most Americans have no idea it's even going on.
Most of us know processed food is bad for us, but what's shocking is that even fresh fruits and vegetables aren't as healthy as you might think.
For instance, apples contain 77% fewer minerals than they did 80 years ago. Why the change? Over-farming. It robs the soil of precious micronutrients. Shipping produce long distances adds to the problem. Picking it too soon and exposing it to light, heat, and air a long time takes away micronutrients. A healthier alternative is local produce. Meat also falls victim to this trend. Most animals are raised inside factory farms and fed unhealthy grains or worse.
They're being fed up to 7 pounds a day of stale candy and chocolate bars that these candy manufacturers are throwing at these farmers and saying, hey, fatten up the cattle with this. It will spike their insulin. You'll get more marbling in the meat, and you'll be able to sell the meat, and it will taste better. This is just, to me, an abomination.
So if you're a meat eater, choose grass-fed beef.
Now, what's going to happen when the animal is out in the sunshine, absorbing the vitamin D, eating the grass? They're going to have over 400% more vitamin A and vitamin E in that meat. There's going to be 300% more of something called CLA, or conjugated linoleic acid. This is a kind of fat that science thinks is going to help to prevent cancer. It's also a kind of fat that helps to burn our body fat. And this is a naturally occurring fat that these cows can really only get when they eat grass.
Micronutrient deficiency isn't just caused by an unhealthy diet. Certain lifestyle choices can also deplete our body's vitamins and minerals.
The list includes smoking, living in a polluted city, stress, that's a big one, and surprisingly, prescription medications.
And that's really scary, because when these things become deficient, we start to get sick.
So to make up for what your body's missing, take a supplement, but choose carefully.
The problem is most multivitamins don't disintegrate, they don't have enough of the good stuff in them, and also they're competing with each other for entry into the receptor sites in your gastrointestinal tract.
The Caltons recommend highly absorbable powdered multivitamins without fillers, binders, sugars, or artificial colors and flavors. It should also be designed to take more than once a day to account for water solubility. So while the standard American diet and lifestyle can lead to malnutrition, we can get the micronutrients our bodies crave by avoiding processed food, eating more local organic produce, and supplementing properly. Lori Johnson, CBN News.